Figure out what time of day you like to wake up, whether that's early morning or late at night. You might find that switching the time up helps a lot. I used to work out mid-afternoon, but now I'm finding that if I work out about an hour after I wake up, get all my calories and get my water in and go straight to the workout, I get my best workouts right now. Other times of the year, I won't get as good workouts right when I wake up, and instead I'll let myself absorb calories throughout the entire day and eat meals throughout the entire day and then work out late at night. There is also some merit for midday workouts, but I would say that the early morning and the late night workouts have the biggest pros to them. Look, I know that we all come from different backgrounds. Some of us use pre-workouts, some of us use different forms of caffeine, but what can really help is to switch up your caffeine sources if you are someone who is taking caffeine. So if you're used to taking pre-workouts, maybe take off a week completely from caffeine, or maybe lower it down to like just coffee, because coffee doesn't have all the additional stimulants and chemicals in there. And different caffeine sources hit you differently. So you'll find that coffee hits you in a completely different way than a pre-workout or like a Monster or energy drink would. This tip is mostly for people who supplement with caffeine or some sort of stimulant. Hydration is going to be one of your biggest friends, one of your biggest factors, better than any pre-workout you could ever take. Make sure you're drinking enough water the day before. I would say I aim for about a gallon and a half every single day. And I also aim to get at least 30 to 40 ounces of water in before I hit my workout, especially when it's in the morning. Water, my friends, is what gives you the strength when you're lifting, but also that huge pump. When you have more water, you're gonna get a huge pump compared to like a pumping product, some sort of supplement that you could take.
Calories before a workout are huge for me, and especially carb-filled calories. So I like to do something that's going to digest very quickly. I like to do these smoothies, so I put about 3 bananas in there, a bunch of mixed fruit, and whatever else I want to get in there. And this allows me to get 800 calories all at once, and it'll be ready for me to use, you know, in 45 minutes once I'm done with my stretching and my warm-up and my prehab. And also, I forgot, I missed my cup and poured it everywhere. Damn it. Next up, and a lot of you guys might think this is a little silly, but what you wear is super important. When you feel good, you're gonna work out good. I know for some of you guys, it might sound crazy, and you might be like me back when I first started, just wearing whatever, Walmart wife beaters, whatever, big saggy pants. But honestly, when you start wearing stuff that's form-fitting and different stuff for different days, it makes you feel bigger. When I wear a tank top like this, it makes my chest and my shoulders feel bigger. It makes it feel better when I'm lifting. It makes me encouraged when I'm looking in the mirror to push harder. When it's chest day, I like to have something with sleeves because it constricts my arms and helps me feel like I'm in the right posture, as well as gives me a nice pump in my arms. And then on back day, it can be either a tank top stringer or a shirt, because all of them feel great when I'm getting a pump. But on a leg day, I never want to wear a full t-shirt and pants because I will sweat out so much it'll most likely make me nauseous. So now we're dressed, let's get to the gym. But first, music.
All right, so now we're in here, and I'm gonna show you some of the music that I use, because music is a huge opportunity to boost your intensity. If you are jamming to something that you actually enjoy, it'll become like a action sequence or like a scene that you're performing, because the music is the mood, the energy to the acting that you're doing, which is the lifts. So I strongly suggest finding music that really pumps you up. And for me, that's gangster rap. For you, it might be metal. For you, it might be techno. It might be dance music, anything. This is a great album. This is called Dr. Dre Presents The Aftermath. But Essin' on the World by Melman, straight gone, amazing. Hootie Hoo by Outkast, amazing. You got The Diary by Scarface. The album is also really great. No Tears and I Seen a Man Die. Very intense tracks. I like things that get me involved so I can feel like I'm the person that the rapper is talking about. But before I get into that crazy gangster violent rap, I like to do a little bit of some grooving, some dance. So this is The Choice Is Yours by Black Sheep. Shout out to those of you who know what that is. I listen to this in my warm-ups to get me started.
Don't forget to flex! Just kidding. You don't have to flex. Okay, so now we're ready to work out, but before we actually get into the lifting, we need to do some warm-ups and we need to do some pre-exercises that get us to do the range of motion and the correct form for these exercises. So like, for example, I'm doing rack pulls right here because it's a small portion of the range of motion of a squat, which I'm about to get into. The purpose of warm-up is to both protect you from injury by getting your everything ready, really, but also to make sure that you are properly contracting the right muscles at the right pace and at the right movement so that you're doing everything proper and you're not getting injured, but you're also getting better and stronger. Now, I'm working through some physical therapy and some injuries, so this isn't super heavy, but for me, this is the heaviest that I'm gonna go with for my squats. During your workout, you wanna make sure that you're controlling your breathing so that when you're coming down on the negative portion, you're breathing in, and when you're coming up, you're pushing out as you're pushing away from the ground. If you're not feeling a really good connection with your muscles, then lower the weight and go a little bit slower throughout the reps so that you can get a better pump in there. When you get a better pump, you'll have a better connection with that muscle. Now, I know I mentioned water before the workout, but water during the workout is equally important. And I would say at least 20 ounces is necessary, but I'll go up to 40 ounces, 50, 60 ounces of water. You don't realize how big the surface area of your body is and how much water you lose through sweating. Now, I mentioned clothes, but shoes are extremely important because it's where the base of your entire body is coming from and pushing off of. So when I do leg days, I like to have completely flat bottoms. These are Ani shoes and they work perfectly for me. Full disclosure, I am affiliated with them, and as a vegan shoe, they actually give $5 to Mercies for Animals every time you use my code Brian. Now, how many times have you heard of the anabolic window, meaning that you need to eat immediately after a workout? That is completely dispelled as a myth, but it is important to eat after your workout if you are trying to gain muscle, because it is oftentimes really difficult for people to eat enough calories, and if you don't start earlier in the day, you're going to have trouble eating all those calories at once later, unless you are used to eating huge feasts. And then you know Kobe is sitting there just waiting for food. So here's some other important checks that I think are something that you should look over. Sleep is really important. Getting 7 to 8 hours will change your life, especially if you're someone who's usually getting 6 or 7 and you're drinking coffee to wake up and stuff like that. A workout plan or an idea is a really good thing to have, meaning either having a structured plan that you're progressing on every single time, or at least mentally preparing and thinking about what exercises you want to execute while you're in there so that you're not ever sitting there looking around trying to figure out what else to do next. Another thing that is really helpful, especially with getting a big pump, if you're somebody who does take supplements, you can look into something called arginine. It's just an amino acid. It's extremely cheap. It is the most commonly used ingredient in a pre-workout to add pump, to cause vasodilation, which is the dilation of your blood vessels so that blood can move to and fro your muscles quicker. And the final thing I wanted to throw in here is just some chalk, and that's just for anybody who's doing anything like deadlifts where your fingers are slipping. That can really add a big factor to your workouts and allow you to push or pull a lot more weight. Listen, I've been working out for a really long time, and there's something to be said about the quality of your workouts as well as the quantity, because everybody wants to be that guy who never misses, no days off. But honestly, you're gonna make more progress than that guy if you're working out half as much as he is, but your workouts are 100% quality versus him where it's up and down all over the place. He's not getting enough sleep, he's not preparing right. And letting any one of these factors be kind of faulty and not taking care of it is gonna have a huge effect on your workouts. Any one of these will make it so you don't have a great workout. But go on with your next workout and try all of these factors, get them all in place, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You're gonna get the best workout, the best mind-muscle connection, the best pump, and you're just gonna be really authentically stoked that you actually committed, and you can come back and hit this checklist every time that you feel like your workouts aren't on point. If you guys enjoyed this video, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. Helps get out to way more people. If you enjoyed it, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Tingy on the week. CT.
Lift heavy or die Myron, motherfucker.
Tingy on the week.
CT. Lift heavy or die